Hi friends, Michelle here, and I'm back with another Tag Tuesday video. Today, I'm doing an original tag created by my friend Dee at the Reading Room 1972. I will link his channel in the description, and I just think this is a fantastic, well thought out, very creative set of prompts here. The tag is called the 101 Days of Summer, and it's perfectly appropriate. We're in summer, we're in June. I love summer, so here we go. Number 1, barbecue time. Pick a favorite author. They're inviting you to a barbecue to announce their newest work. What do you hope they're announcing, and what are you bringing to share? So one of my favorite authors is Abraham Verghese, and I absolutely loved his 2023, I believe, release, The Covenant of Water. So what I would be hoping that he's announcing is another book. This book was over 1,000 pages. I flew through it in about 10 days, did not want it to end. I could have easily read 1,000 more of this story. It was just so engrossing, so beautifully written. And yeah, so if I'm going to this barbecue, I'm hoping he's telling me that he's working on a new book and that it'll be out soon. What I would bring to share, I like making salads. Like I like making, maybe a Greek salad or a pasta salad or something light and shareable. And yeah, so that's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I'm bringing to the barbecue. Next question here, road trip. Pick a real world setting from a recent or not so recent read. Where would that road trip take you? Perfect timing for this one because I'm currently reading a book that takes place, well, a lot of the action takes place in the French countryside, in the Loire Valley, where there are rolling green hills and lavender fields and little country winding roads and rivers. And I just think it sounds so beautiful, so bucolic. And I would love to go on a road trip in the summertime throughout the French countryside, bring a picnic, stop at a roadside at a little wherever scenic spot and just relax and take it all in. To me, I think that would be an epic road trip. Number 3, camping. I have to preface this by saying I have always loved to camp. I don't do it anymore, but I have had some really great camping trips, so I love this question. Do you rough it, say a tent and sleeping bag, or do you require amenities? Will you read more than usual? These are really interesting. So I'm gonna add some photographs in here of many of my camping trips about 10 or so years ago, but this is my answer to the first part of this. Do you rough it, tent and sleeping bag, or do you require amenities? I'd say both. I love camping in a tent. I love having to build a fire to cook your food. I love how you come back to your tent at the end of a long day of hiking or sightseeing and you're exhausted. I love the fact that there's nothing but a thin layer of material, be it nylon or whatever, between you and wilderness. I've seen a lot of wildlife on my adventures, and just the element that, you're in a campground, but you're still kind of exposed when you're camping in a tent, and the whole roughing it thing. So I really love that. I love hearing the little critters at night when you're sleeping or trying to sleep. So yeah, I do love that about tent camping. What I don't like so much about tent camping, especially now that I'm older, is that no matter what type, if a sleeping foamy or mattress you put down on the ground to sleep, it's always uncomfortable. It's a backbreaker, especially the first night or two. It's okay once you get used to it, but traditionally I don't have a great sleep when I sleep in a tent. So, there's that. I would prefer an RV for sleeping, for cooking, and for the amenities. However, I don't mind walking, a few yards to use a public washroom. I don't mind as long as it's nice if they have a wash basin to do your dishes or something like that. If you have a water source, I don't mind roughing it that way, but yeah, so when I was younger, tenting and roughing it was great. The older I get, the more I would prefer the comfort of a motorhome or an RV if I were to go camping again. So yeah. The reading question, the reading part of this question. If I'm tent camping, I probably am not going to read much because I found that the last time I went with my friend years and years ago, we did so much sightseeing and walking and hiking during the day that we were exhausted. Like by the time you eat, make your fire, get ready for bed and stuff, it's like you're so tired. I'm too tired to read. If I'm in an RV though, it's been my experience that I will read more if I'm in an RV because I'm not driving the RV. So you have time to read while you're driving to your destination in the RV as well as at night because you're in the comfort of your, snuggly bed. And yeah, so if I'm in a tent, no, I wouldn't read more. If I'm in an RV, yes, I probably would read a lot more. Festivals, number 4. You're attending a booktube festival where dressing as one of your favorite literary characters is the only requirement. Who do you go dressed as and why? This is a fantastic question. For one thing, I wish there was a booktube festival where we could all get together and meet in real life. I think that would be a blast, especially in summertime. I recently read a book called Havoc, which had an amazing elderly lady as one of the main characters. She was fantastic. I love her eccentricities. And she would always wear a caftan or like a muumuu or a big flowy kind of a garment that had deep pockets in it where she could hide stuff or, So I would wear that. I would probably wear a wig because she had gray hair. And her name is Maggie. So my answer, I would dress up as Maggie from Havoc by Christopher Bolin. If you have read this book, you may find this hilarious. I love her so much. I would definitely dress as her. And I mean, a big flowy kind of a garment like that would be super comfortable. So yeah. Number 5, slice of life. What is something others may consider simple or mundane, but is something that you can't see a summer without? Well, and I do this every morning, starting in May or as soon as it's warm enough. I sit in the morning with my window open, having my coffee, and I listen to the bird song. I sleep with my sliding door in my bedroom open as well. So I love nothing more than the sound of the chirpy birds in the morning and watching the sunrise. I get up at 5:30 a.m. naturally without an alarm. That's just my circadian rhythms. I'm a morning early bird. And yeah, summertime, that's specific to summer because we can't open the windows in wintertime where I live. So, and there aren't any chirpy, cute little birds in winter. There's just magpies and crows. So yeah, spring and summer when the robins come back, the little songbirds, the finches, the sparrows, everything else, it's just fantastic. I love bird song in summertime. It's a balm for my brain. It feels soothing. It's a dopamine hit. It's to me the perfect way to start off my mornings. So yeah, may seem mundane and simple to some people, but to me it's exquisite. I love it. Number 6, scary story. Which author would you invite to go camping with you, knowing you would want to hear the scariest story they can tell around the campfire? I mean, Stephen King. Who else would I invite? Like, he is a fantastic storyteller. When I'm reading some of his books, I often feel as though he's telling it to me across the campfire already. So for sure, I'd invite him. I think he's said publicly that he's more of a country person than a city person. So I think he'd be on board with camping. And he also plays guitar. And he's hysterically funny. So, I mean, what better guy to have sitting around a campfire than Stephen King, telling stories, maybe playing guitar, telling jokes. Yeah, I can't think of anybody better in that situation. Number 7, first love / summer crush. A romantic interest during the summer months often leads to a bittersweet ending or a lasting impact. Which do you prefer to read? I prefer a bittersweet ending, 10 times out of 10. I mean, well, no, I can't say that. I also like a lasting ending, but if it comes to a romantic story, I kind of like the realistic aspects of the bittersweet quality. I mean, just because it's something universal that we can all relate to. We've all had romantic disappointments. Life is full of ebbs and flows, and I don't think we would know what happiness was unless there was sadness to temper it. You know, you can't have one without the other, and the highs wouldn't be as high. And if we didn't know what happiness was, the lows wouldn't feel that low either. So the bittersweet element, I absolutely love to read about. It also pulls at my heartstrings more. I find I get more invested, or it's somehow more affecting to me. So bittersweet ending is my answer. And the second part of this is, how does the age of the characters affect this opinion? It doesn't affect it for me. I think whether you're a teenager or an octogenarian, you know, you're just as susceptible, I should say, to being disappointed with a romantic relationship, or having things not work out as you had hoped they would, or falling in love and then maybe finding out that you don't love that person as you thought you had. So yeah, you can experience that bittersweet thing, whether you're young, middle-aged, older, everything in between. So yeah, that's my answer. Number 8, nostalgia. What is a book or books that imbibe you with an overwhelming sense of summer nostalgia? They don't have to take place during summer, but provide a strong attachment to summer somehow. For me, the answer is 0. I'm not given to nostalgia at the best of times, and I can't say I have any books that make me feel nostalgic or sentimental. If I do get kind of nostalgic or sentimental, it's because of a song. Like music is more likely to do that for me, or a food that will bring up a memory of some kind or something like that. You know, watermelon in the summer, or cherries or fruit stands or something like that. That's specific to summer, but I know summer fruits are available all year round, but when I was growing up, they were more readily available in summer, and you know, seasonal fruit is just the best in summertime. So that kind of thing makes me nostalgic, but not books. I don't keep photo albums. I don't keep high school yearbooks. I don't have any toys from when I was a kid. I don't even have any of my childhood books. So yeah, my answer is 0 books, but other things make me feel nostalgic for summer. Number 9, summer stories. What is a book or books you would recommend where summertime is the primary focus? For this one, and this is a book I did read in the summertime, and I absolutely loved it. It was, you know, that feeling when the perfect book hits you at the perfect time. Most of the action takes place in this book in summer, and it is called His Whole Life by Elizabeth Hay. We're following a 10-year-old Jim, our protagonist, and it's basically his coming of age story. He spends his summers at a lake, and the setting is fantastic. This author puts you right there beside him. You feel like you're experiencing everything he's experiencing in the summertime, and it's just a fantastic book. I mean, it just feels like summer, you know, when you're reading it. It really does. So highly recommend that one if you're looking for a great summertime book. And this brings me to the end of the tag. If you've watched here, thank you so much for watching, and thanks to Dee at the Reading Room 1972 for creating this tag. I'm going to tag some people in the description, but if I haven't tagged you and you'd like to do this one, please feel free to do so. It's a really great, fun summertime tag. June is upon us. Soon it'll be the official first day of summer, and I'm going to love every moment of it. Until the next video, Happy reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye.